Welcome back to our channel, and today, we have some important news regarding Australia's ongoing dispute with China over wine tariffs. Australia has expressed its desire for a separate dialogue with China to resolve this issue, rejecting Beijing's proposal to link wine with other trade matters. On Sunday, Australia's Agriculture Minister, Murray Watt, made a significant announcement. He stated that Australia wants a separate dialogue with China to address the ongoing dispute over wine tariffs. This move comes as the two nations aim to mend their strained relations. To provide some context, this dispute dates back to 2020 when Australia called for an inquiry into the origins of COVID, which triggered retaliatory actions from Beijing. China imposed various trade restrictions, including hefty tariffs on Australian wine, severely impacting the country's wine exports. China recently proposed a packaged solution that would link the wine dispute to other trade matters, such as duties on Australian imports of railway wheels, wind towers, and stainless steel sinks. However, Australia's Agriculture Minister firmly rejected this proposal, emphasizing that they view these issues as entirely separate. According to the Agriculture Minister, the Australian government seeks to resolve the wine dispute through dialogue, similar to how the barley dispute was resolved. He also mentioned their commitment to pursuing the matter through the World Trade Organization, WTO. The impact on Australia's wine industry has been significant. Before the dispute, China was the largest export market for Australian wine, with sales peaking at $770 million. However, by June of the following year, exports had plummeted to just $5.2 million. This has resulted in severe oversupply issues within the industry. Experts point out that Australian vineyards now have an excess of wine in domestic storage, equivalent to 859 Olympic swimming pools or over 2.8 billion bottles. This oversupply has led to depressed prices, particularly for commercial red wines. While Australia aims to diversify its wine export markets to countries like Britain, Europe, the United States, and other parts of Asia, industry insiders warn that this process will take time to yield significant results. There have been some positive developments, as China resumed buying Australian coal and timber this year, following a relaxation of tensions between the two nations after the change in government in Australia. With the recent removal of tariffs on Australian barley, there is hope that the 5-year tariffs imposed on Australian wine by China in 2021 might be eased sooner than expected. However, even if the tariffs are lifted and Chinese wine consumption recovers, it is expected to take at least 2 years for Australia's wine industry to work through the surplus. This is due to various factors, including the impact of COVID-19 and logistics bottlenecks. In the year ending June, Australian wine exports saw a 10% decline in value, amounting to $1.87 billion, and a 1% decrease in volume to 621 million litres, as reported by Wine Australia's export report in July. The crisis has had a profound impact on the wine industry. For instance, Australia's Treasury Wine Estates, the world's largest standalone winemaker, reported lower profits due to reduced sales. Its CEO mentioned that even if high tariffs are dropped, wine sales may not return to previous levels. On a positive note, the crisis has made quality Australian red wines more affordable for domestic consumers. Industry representatives encourage consumers to support Australian wines during these challenging times. That's all for today's update on Australia's dispute with China over wine tariffs. We'll continue to monitor the situation and keep you informed of any developments. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.